So, yeah, Fiona is out there in the Atlantic. It's churning up the waters out there, and it's headed toward Bermuda right now?
Right now, we're expecting it to stay west of Bermuda, the island under a hurricane watch and a tropical storm warning ahead of that system. It's one of several that we're keeping an eye on in the Atlantic. All of a sudden, peak hurricane season, and the Atlantic has awakened. We've got Category 4 Hurricane Fiona moving away from the Turks and Caicos in the southeast Bahamas. Gaston, a tropical storm out in the north central Atlantic, not a threat to the U.S. And then this tropical wave that we're watching to the east of the Windward Islands, and another wave out further to the east of that. So an active time frame in the short term. We're keeping an close eye on Fiona here. A major hurricane. Winds overnight and this morning have been holding around 130 miles per hour, but it is expected to do some additional strengthening with winds of 140 miles per hour by this evening. It is forecast to pass very close to Bermuda. You can see the center of the storm expected to stay to the west of the island with 130 mile an hour sustained winds early on Friday morning. From there, it could hit hard the Canadian Maritimes as a very strong subtropical storm. This is still forecast on Saturday morning to have 100 mile an hour sustained winds. The track keeps it well east of New England, so we'll see some rough surf and some rip currents from it. Large breaking waves expected by late Thursday and especially on Friday before those wave heights start to diminish heading into the weekend. So ahead of that, we are under a high surf advisory 4 o'clock tomorrow until 6 o'clock on Friday evening, with 5 to 9 foot waves expected along the shore and in the open waters south of Block Island. So with that, our threat tracker bumped up, but it's not the only reason. For Thursday, we're also tracking a very strong cold front with heavy showers and isolated strong thunderstorms expected. Here's the look at the conditions at the coast right now. Light wave heights and cloudy skies. Temperatures running below average. We should still be in the low 70s for the last days of summer, and I do think we'll get there as the clouds gradually clear out for some partial sunshine to finish out the day, climbing into the lower 70s, seasonable and dry with southwest winds light at about 5 miles per hour. No precipitation on the radar right now, but this strong cold front is moving across the Great Lakes and will eventually push eastward too. Out ahead of it, the temperatures above average in the Ohio Valley, but much cooler 50s across the northern plains. For our area, we tap into some of that warmer air later tonight. The temperatures staying in the 60s to near 70 with increasing clouds during the nighttime hours. So quiet conditions overnight, but by tomorrow morning's commute, we're going to be tracking some scattered showers to the west of us. It'll gradually push in. Heavy, so the rain may wait till after the morning commute is over, but I expect rounds of downpours and embedded thunderstorms into the afternoon on Thursday before tapering off in the evening with rapid clearing and some falling temperatures. About a half an inch to an inch of rain expected with that front tomorrow. And in addition to that, could be some isolated higher downpours. So the warmest part of the day is right through about noontime, then dropping into the 60s. Gusty winds and cool air follows for Friday and the start of the weekend, with Saturday morning lows in the lower 40s. That high on Friday, 60 degrees. That'd be the coldest high temperature we've seen locally since May 19th.